For the following interview, Carlos Diaz Rosillo, founding director of the Adam Smith Center for Economic Freedom at Florida International University, takes the stage of America Business Forum.
Gianni Infantino.
Here we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Miami.
Thank you.
Gianni, mi piacerebbe tantissimo fare questa intervista in italiano.
Benissimo.
Però nessuno capirebbe.
Va
Già,
bene.
Facciamola in inglese.
Facciamola in inglese.
Facciamola.
Ok. We
Thank
speak
you.
English or Italian? Ah, you see?
Italiano, español.
Vamos a español.
Español también podemos. Gianni, you grew up in Switzerland, in the heart of Europe, in a part of the world where football is essential. When did you know that this was going to be the path for you?
Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know. I don't know when I really knew that this is the path for me. But it's true that I grew up in Switzerland, the son of Italian immigrants, and football from the moment I was very small was a way. Football or soccer? Maybe we should actually clarify this.
Football, right?
Football. Shall we clarify it?
Let's.
Okay. So stay with me. Are there Americans here in the room?
A lot.
Yeah? Okay. So, just stay with me 1 second, then I come back to your question. But so we, right, all of us, basically outside of this beautiful country, we call football a game that we play with our feet. That's why we call it football. Right? You, in this beautiful country, you call football a game you play with your hands. Now, I don't know who's right or who's wrong, but anyway, we can call it soccer or football. It doesn't really matter as long as we have fun and enjoy. And I come back to your question because I realized, certainly as a child, to play football or soccer was a way to be integrated in the society, in a foreign country, as an immigrant, to come together, to unite and to play football. And obviously, as an Italian, where football is a religion, you grow up as a fan of a club, as a fan of the national team. At that time, the Italian national team was quite strong. Today, a little bit less, but we won the World Cup in 1982. As Italian, this was I was 12 years old, and this was a very, very strong moment where I fall in love, really, with the game.
Great. So I prepared a few questions. I hand wrote them, but I think I want to ask you a few of the questions, but I'm going to wing it and just go with the flow so that people get to know you. The world knows you, but I feel that in the United States, people don't know you as well as they should know you. So part of what I want to do is, over the next several minutes, have this wonderful audience and people watching remotely get to know Gianni Infantino. And so I'll mix some questions that I prepared, and then I'll wing part of them.
Here we are.
Today, you lead the world's most popular sport. When you think of the boy that you once were in Switzerland, what would surprise that boy most about the man that we have here before you?
Well, I think it's actually kind of impossible that a boy, son of Italian immigrants in Switzerland, could become FIFA president. This is something which is kind of unimaginable. But if you think about it, and if I think about it, I realized also pretty young that my skills as a football player were not really the ones of anyway close to the one who will speak after me here, Leo Messi. So I realized that if I ever want to touch the World Cup, I need to become FIFA president because I can never touch it as a player.
And you did.
Right? So I had to become FIFA president. But I was passionate about football from very young, and with a group of friends, we took over the local Italian team in the Swiss mountains. With actually a very important argument when we had the elections. We saw the President Trump earlier. We won the election to take over this Italian club with the killer argument, which was that my mother was ready to wash the jerseys of the team for free. So we won the election, we took over the team, and we organized matches, players, and so on. And finally, I do the same now. I organize events, I organize tournaments, different magnitude. I find sponsors and broadcasters, but it's still the same passion and the same joy.
You mentioned President Trump, you mentioned Leo Messi, which reminds me, this is a really tough spot to be doing the interview. We followed President Trump, amazing speech,
yes.
And now, after this, is Leo Messi.
We are the halftime show,
there
right?
We go. There we go.
Between Trump and Messi. I mean, this is...
So not to put you on the spot...
You can clap.
So Leo Messi, as you know, is admired all over the world. Not to put you on the spot and ask you about somebody that you admire in football, but outside football, who is somebody that you admire, somebody who's taught you an important lesson in life?
Well, for the lessons in life, I mean, definitely my father. My father, and my mother, my parents, who taught me, you know, everything about having, of course, to work hard, to work in an honest way, to have dignity always in what we do, to respect the others, but also to always remember to, you know, to be happy with what you have and in what you do. And finally, that's what football is about. It's about happiness and joy, isn't it?
And I mentioned Messi and also President Trump. It's very obvious from not only his remarks here today, but for many remarks he has made about you, that the two of you have a very good relationship. Part of the job of FIFA president is to get along with everybody, right? You are a manager, you manage the world's biggest soccer organization, football organization, but you also have to be a politician, a diplomat. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with President Trump.
I have a great relationship. I'm really lucky. I have a great relationship with President Trump, who I consider really a close friend. But of course, he's been and is very, very helpful in everything we do for the World Cup. He was the president. He mentioned it today when the US, together with Canada and Mexico, was awarded the World Cup. And he's really engaged. He has such an incredible energy, and this is something that I really admire. He does things. He does what he says. He says what he thinks. He says actually what many people think as well, but maybe don't dare to say, and that's why he's so successful.
That's right.
And I have to say, I am a bit surprised sometimes when I read some comments, some negative comments, because as far as I'm not American, but as far as I understand, President Trump was elected in the United States of America. He was quite clearly elected.
Very much so.
And when you are in such a great democracy as the United States of America, you should first of all respect the results of the election,
absolutely,
right? And then, you know, again, he was elected based on a program, based on what he said, and he's just implementing what he said he would do. So I think we should all support what he's doing, because I think he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And for FIFA, even more.
And so, speaking of President Trump, he's not only the president of the United States, but now he's the head of the Kennedy Center. Yeah. In exactly a month, on December 5th, at the Kennedy Center in Washington, yeah, it will be the World Cup draw. And it's been announced today that on that occasion, you're going to award the FIFA Peace Prize. Football unites the world.
Yes.
Two questions about that. The first one is, tell us a little bit more about this new Peace Prize.
Well, you know, we thought that our motto in FIFA is that football or soccer unites the world. It brings people together from the entire planet. I mean, the world stands still when the World Cup is played. We have had the last World Cup in Qatar, where we had 3.5 million spectators in the stadium, 5 billion viewers on TV. This will be even bigger here, because we will have 7 million spectators in the stadiums, and we'll have 6 billion people watching it on TV. And millions will come to the United States, to Canada and to Mexico to stay together, to unite, to enjoy, to learn to know one another. So in 1 month we play 104 matches. This is like 104 Super Bowls in 1 month. This is the magnitude of what football is about. So we want to unite, and we want to contribute to unite. And when we see what is happening in our world today, which is a very divided world, I think, and we think in FIFA, that we need to find more occasions to bring people together, because only if people come together and they speak to each other, they can understand each other. So we think that all those who are involved in football, they actually do something like I was doing or my parents were doing when we were children, to unite, to bring people together, different communities, different people. And we believe that peace in the world is something which is so important, and we have to support it, because that's about unity and about peace, and we have to support anyone who is doing something special. So we thought we have to bring to life the FIFA Peace Prize. The first edition will be happening this year. We will award it on the 5th of December, in 1 month from now, in Washington, D.C., at the occasion of the draw for the World Cup, because we'll have the global audience, we'll have 1 billion people watching the draw. The draw is where we set the match schedule for the World Cup. And this is the right platform to award somebody who has done so much or is doing so much for peace, because we need that. Football helps a little bit, but then we need leaders who push it into the goal, right? And to score the goal.
And so I don't think you're going to answer this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is the recipient of that first award somebody that we saw earlier today?
Maybe you, or... Well, on the 5th of December, you will see.
We'll find out. Okay. A lot of people don't know that FIFA is a not-for-profit organization.
Yes.
That does a lot of good all over the world. Of course, FIFA is an organization that with all the proceeds it gets, gives back to communities the world over. Tell us a little bit about what FIFA does for communities around the world.
Well, I think that's an important, really an important point. I mean, people don't know that FIFA is a non-for-profit organization. All the revenues that we generate from a World Cup are reinvested in the game. As we speak now, we are organizing a women's under-17 World Cup in Morocco, and the boys under-17 World Cup in Qatar, with teams from all over the world. And all our revenues go into organizing these events, but go as well in development programs all over the world. FIFA has 211 countries which are part of FIFA, more than the United Nations. And our objective, our aim is, on one side, to make football truly global, but on the other side also to give every talent in every corner of the world the opportunity and the chance to dream. And if you can give to a child, if you can give him a ball like this, right? Look, already, look the smile, look the smile. Huh? Immediately, you have a ball, you smile.
Can I keep it?
Children, this is more than a ball, right? This is a magic object which transforms children or people in happy people or happy children. Because as soon as you have it, you smile, and if you can give to a child an opportunity, a chance, a hope, to become the next Messi, but also just to become a better man or woman, then I think we've done something great. And all our revenues go back into the game in 211 countries in the world in order to make sure that children, girls and boys, can do something. And we invest in women's football in Sudan or in North Korea or in Saudi Arabia, everywhere in the world. In Qatar, in men's, in boys, and this is exactly what makes football so special.
It's not only a beautiful ball, but I'm looking, it's an official ball, and it's signed by you. So
signed by me.
Very special ball. Maybe
if I can propose something.
Yes.
You should kick it into the audience at the end of the interview. And wait, and the one who gets it
gives it to me. No?
He will get 2 tickets for the World Cup match, for a World Cup match here in Miami.
No, okay. Wow.
But you have to kick it far, huh?
Kick it far.
Or close. It's up to you.
Wow.
I don't take responsibility.
Okay, we'll do it. Look at that.
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Look at this one here.
Okay, you need to wait another few minutes, huh? That's fantastic.
Right here. There we go. Golazo. You mentioned
Golazo.
Qatar, and I believe I want to ask you about Qatar. I believe we have a video that we're going to show, and then I'll ask you a question about the subject of the video. So
Let's
we
look
can
at
watch the video.
Today I feel Qatari.
Qatar 2022, the most questioned World Cup in history, a tournament surrounded by doubt.
I have to say as well, I'm lucky enough that I'm in charge of a sport which is like the best sport in the world, but also which connects immediately people, right? You have immediately something to, thank you, something to speak about. You just go somewhere, you mention any name of, I don't know, Maradona or Pelé or Messi or Ronaldo, whatever, and then you immediately discuss, you immediately speak, you immediately engage, or you take a ball and you kick it, and immediately people smile and are happy. So I'm lucky, and I try to cherish this luck in the best possible way.
When you talked about the FIFA Peace Prize, you talked about not only world peace, but also unity. Is there a specific match or moment in a match where you felt that unity that FIFA brought particularly powerfully?
You know, there are, I don't know, there would be so many moments, and I always want to believe that the next one will be a special one. Like you mentioned, the World Cup in Qatar was a very strong moment. That final, you can ask Leo Messi later on. I mean, that final was something out of this world. I mean, we were lucky enough to witness this incredible final that Argentina won. I mean, it was so special. But you know, the great thing about football is that it brings you, and it writes new, beautiful stories every day. Last week, I attended a game that we organized for the first time between, we created the national team of girls and women from Afghanistan. Refugees, they had to leave the country. We helped them a few years ago when they had to leave the country. We helped them to leave the country. Some went to Australia, others went to England, others to Italy, to Portugal, some are here in the States. And after a few years, we decided to create a national team, and they called themselves a women's national team, and they call themselves Afghan Women United. Women from Afghanistan living now all over the world, coming together to play football and to play against other teams and to share a very, very strong emotional moment. But like this, you know, I could mention so many.
Let me ask you about a potential other moment. Football is a game of heartbreak as much as triumph. When did football break your heart? Has it broken your heart? Let me ask.
Well, yeah, no, of course. I mean, my beautiful wife is there, but my first love was football, so... she says it always to me. That's why I can say that. But it's true that football is such a special sport. I mean, when the World Cup is on, it's not just 104 Super Bowls in 1 month. It's like in the I mean, when Brazil plays, if you go to Brazil during a match of Brazil, everything is empty, right? Argentina is the same, Colombia is the same, right? Nobody's on the street, there are no crimes. The crime rate is low as ever during the World Cup because people are just so passionate. People, they cry when they win or they cry when they lose. It doesn't matter. You just cry because you are happy or because you're sad. You just cry in football. And I mean, for me, I remember 1978, the World Cup. I watched it on TV with my father. It was a World Cup in Argentina. 1982, of course, when Italy won a World Cup, and I was 12 years old. That was quite a strong moment. And when you get this virus of the game, and I really call on everyone here to be injected with the virus, there is no vaccine, nothing that you can take against that. But it's a beautiful one. It's a happy one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Football has brought joy to billions of people around the world, but it has also instilled a sense of responsibility on those who play it. Looking ahead, how do you want the game to influence the values and the mindset of the next generation? Of the next generation?
Well, you know, football has taught me so many lessons for life. And I think football is teaching to every child, every girl and every boy, so many lessons for their life. We have designed in FIFA, together with UNESCO and with UNICEF, a program that we call Football for Schools, in which we don't teach how to play football, but we use the hook of the ball in classrooms to say to children, okay, today we speak about football, and then we take the ball like this, we put it on the desk, right? And everyone listens. And you put the ball on the desk, and you can start speaking about anything, about violence, about discrimination, about racism, about respect, about nutrition, about any topic you want, just taking the hook or the excuse of football. So football teaches you so many lessons, and that's why we need to bring it all over the world, and we need to continue to develop it. The most important, I think, of these lessons that football is teaching, besides the team spirit and the joy and the happiness, is, I think, resilience. Because in football, you can win, you learn to win, but you lose as well. You learn to lose. I certainly lost many more games than I won. But the great thing that football teaches you is that when you win a game, right, you are happy. You go home, even if you play with friends, you go home, you are happy, you smile. You are happy until the next game. When you lose a game, you go home, you are sad, you are angry. But you are angry for an hour, a couple of hours, maybe one day. Then you know that there is the next game that is coming, and you're going to win that next game. So it teaches you, as a child, to stand up after a defeat and to go for it and to want to fight and to win that next game, which is coming for sure. So these lessons, we need to cherish them, we need to bring them to the schools, and we need to develop the game and make it even bigger and better all over the world.
At the beginning of the conversation, you mentioned that when you were a boy, if you wanted to touch the World Cup, you thought that you had to become FIFA president, and you did. What do you want young people to know about the power of resilience and the power of believing in the idea that you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it?
Well, I mean, if you believe in something and you follow it with hard work, with passion, with your heart, then nothing is impossible. I mean, if a little boy who was born in a Swiss village in the middle of the Swiss Alps can become FIFA president and sit here in front of this incredible crowd in this beautiful city of Miami, then definitely everything is possible.
Absolutely. They won the ball. In just a few months, your presidency at the head of FIFA will turn 10. So you're going to be president for 10 years and counting. How has your tenure, in your opinion, changed FIFA?
Well, that's... what do you think? How has it changed FIFA?
Thumbs up?
Well, no, we worked very hard in the last 9 years to make FIFA truly global, to bring FIFA and football everywhere in the world. As I mentioned, when I was elected FIFA president, it was probably the darkest hour of FIFA. We brought back respect, and I think that's the most important element. We brought back respect to FIFA and for FIFA, and we continue and we will continue to just make people a little bit happier. And if people are a little bit happier, then, you know, the whole world is a little bit better, I think.
So a follow-up question, after you step down, how do you want people to remember your leadership style and your leadership at the helm of FIFA?
I will think about that when I step down. I will let you know.
In many, many years from now.
I come back and then I let you know. For now, I enjoy too much what I'm doing.
And you're good at it. So, most World Cups take place in one country. We've had some that have taken place in 2 countries. The next one will take place in 3 countries. In Mexico, in Canada, and right here in the United States. Of course, in Miami.
Yeah, including in Miami.
What can we expect?
And by the way, Francis Suarez, who was mentioned a few times, I don't know if he's around somewhere, but he has been really instrumental with the World Cup here in Miami. Need to say that.
So what can we expect about this new edition of the World Cup right here in North America?
Well, I really don't know if Americans realize what is going to happen. Mexicans, they get it probably a bit more because they know more about football. Canadians are even more north. So, but what will happen in this country is something incredible. I mean, let me say one more thing first, because after you're going to conclude, I guess, since we are in a business forum here, so there are business people here as well. I need to say one thing about business as well. Otherwise, they think I'm just, kind of having fun as a president. But I need to. The business has to also work. So, the football GDP, global football GDP, is around $300 billion a year. Out of these 300 billion, 70% is generated in Europe, but mainly from outside of Europe. In the US, it's around 10 billion. If the US would be doing, and this is an advice to all business people in this room to invest in FIFA and in football, if the US would be doing one third of what European countries do, we would speak about 110 billion, instead of 10, 110 billion GDP in the US.
Wow.
So, this to say that there is such a big potential, and I think that those Americans, why I say this, because I think that those Americans who didn't or don't realize what is happening next year, they will realize it, because this country and Canada and Mexico will be, flipped upside down, back up, back down. You will have a horde of barbarians, but happy barbarians, invading the country, with the result that soccer or football will conquer America. This is a country that's never been conquered. For the first time, we will conquer America. I announce it here officially.
There we go. And that's a very good point, because it's not just the ticket sales. It's the incredible injection into the economies of every one of the cities that will be hosting games, like Miami, from tourism, from hotels, from restaurants, from ticket sales, from souvenirs. So it's an incredible engine of economic growth that FIFA will bring to these 3 countries.
Yes, it is an incredible economic impact of, only the World Cup has an economic impact of around 40 billion, 200,000 jobs, which will be created, 5-6 million people coming here to watch the games, but also, to enjoy their holidays in Miami Beach or anywhere else in beautiful Florida. So it moves so much, and not just that, because the entire world will be focused on North America, on Canada, Mexico, and the United States next year. I was mentioning the figure of 6 billion. 6 billion people will be watching the World Cup. I mean, the Super Bowl is watched by 120 million people, 130 million. We have 6 billion people watching the World Cup. This means that the eyes of the world will be focused on Miami and the rest of North America.
Absolutely. I have a couple more questions, and the next one is about education.
He has to go. We can say he has to go on asking questions, because I think we need to gain some time for...
So Leo Messi is on his way.
We are the warm-up act for Leo Messi to come. So get ready for Leo, huh?
So in American politics, we'll say we're filibustering. We're trying to extend this. No, this is a pleasure and an honor for me. Let me ask you about education. So I run a center at a university, Florida International University, which now is the 5th biggest university in the country.
Fifth
biggest.
Wow.
Let me ask you about the role of education. I believe that, sports and education go hand in hand. Tell us a little bit about, in your view, the role of education and how important it is to not only take care, of course, of your body, to have athletes that are good at what they do. You want your athletes to be the best in the world, but also the role of education.
Well, education is future. In FIFA a few years ago, we created a FIFA Foundation, and when you have a foundation, you receive a lot of requests, and every request is worth help and helping, right? But you cannot do everything, of course. So we were thinking, what should we focus? There are so many good causes around the world, and we decided that we should focus on education. Because education is future, education is hope, education is opportunity. And if our children are well educated, and part of the education is also, maybe it sounds stupid, but it's also football and participating in World Cup and getting to know each other. So if our children are well educated, then they will find solutions to all the problems that affect our world. Not just we're speaking about peace or war, but any other problem. So we have to invest and believe very much in education. That's why we designed as well this program, Football for Schools, which is for children from 5 to 15 years of age. Again, not to learn how to play football, but to be educated a little bit with or thanks to the help of football. But we need to bring back the right values of our world. I mean, you were speaking earlier about the FIFA Peace Prize. I was surprised recently that I've been in Sharm el-Sheikh, where the peace in the Middle East agreement was signed, and I was surprised that about war, everyone speaks the whole time. You can read, you open any media in the world, there are journalists here, media representatives, you can read about war every day. About peace, one day, and that's it. It's not right.
That's right.
We need to support the peace process. We need to help, we need to push. It's not just for one person or one group of persons or one country to believe in it. Everyone has to play its own role, and we need to come back to these values. And for this, coming back to these values, the education, I think, is crucial.
Absolutely. Let me ask you one concluding question. You get to hang out with really interesting people. We mentioned President Trump, Leo Messi, really, really fascinating people. What gets you going? What excites you?
What? Exactly. My wife.
Good answer. She's right here in the front row. But besides FIFA, what keeps you going every day?
I don't know. I do the best job in the world. That helps, of course, to keep going.
You really do have a very cool job.
No, I have the best job in the world, so that helps. But as I was saying, I was kind of doing the same when I was a young boy or man, and I was dealing with the local football club in our village, trying to convince my mother to wash the jerseys. Now I have to try to convince some big sponsors to give us a few 100 million to be able to reinvest them in some countries in Asia or Africa or whatever. So, I travel the world. I've been in 180 countries.
Wow.
Still a few more to go. And
Very few.
I can say, yeah, no, but everywhere you go, every smile of every child you can see who kicks a ball like that ball that you have there is giving you the energy to just do more. It's simple as that.
That's great. Thank you. So I was hoping that you would make news by letting us know who would be the recipient of the FIFA Peace Prize. I didn't succeed in
1 month to go.
Yeah, I didn't succeed in that. So I want to make news. At the Adam Smith Center for Economic Freedom that I run here at FIU, we have an annual event where we recognize the work of outstanding individuals. We give one to a foreign head of state, to an American statesman, statesperson, to an international business leader, an American business leader, an entertainer. Emilio Stefan was here, got it a year ago.
Emilio's here.
Emilio's here.
Where is Emilio? Emilio Stefan.
He's here somewhere.
Clap hands for Emilio. I mean, he's a true legend. Huh?
He got the Entertainment Award a year ago. And so, starting next year, I want to give an award to somebody who has made a difference in the world of sports. And we would be honored if you would be the first recipient of that award. It will be right here in Miami in May. So thank you.
What an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your leadership, for your humility, and for allowing us to learn about you. So
thank you so much. Grazie mille.
Okay.
And now the ball, huh?
Wow.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready for the ball?
So this is exciting, but I'm afraid that if I kick somebody in the head, I'm going to get sued.
Do you have a good insurance? Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
All right. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Whoa! That's the tallest guy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Gianni.
Thank you.
Thank you.